Breaking celebrity chaos, the unthinkable has just happened in the world of reality TV, and we are shook to the core. Mona Scott-Young, the mastermind behind the love and hip-hop empire, has just dropped a bombshell that's tearing the franchise apart at the seams. We're talking screaming matches behind closed doors, leaked voice notes, so scandalous they're being wiped from the internet as we speak, and cast loyalty shattered into dust. Sources deep inside VH1 are whispering that Mona has demanded Rasheeda Frost and Yandy Smith-Harris retire immediately. Yes, you heard that right. The queens of LHH are being forced off the throne, and the real reason why will leave you breathless. Was it jealousy? Was it betrayal? Was it a backroom power play years in the making? Or is Mona finally making room for a younger, more savage generation of drama queens? And hold up, wait until you hear about the secret audio recordings. Mona supposedly played at an emergency cast meeting that had Rasheeda storming out in tears and Yandy smashing a wine glass on set. This isn't just a shakeup. This is an all-out war. Stay right here, because we're about to take you deep inside the drama that's about to rip the LHH universe apart. Forever. All right, fam, grab your snacks, silence your phone, and close the blind speak. What we're about to reveal will leave your jaw on the floor. This isn't your average love and hip-hop drama. This is the kind of behind-the-scenes betrayal that could end a dynasty. It all started with a mysterious production meeting held under strict NDNO phones. No cameras, no assistants, just Mona Scott, her top executive producers, and a short list of priority cast members who were personally escorted in through the back entrance of a secluded Atlanta hotel. What went down in that room? Total reality show. Warfare. According to a verified insider, a production runner with years on the LHH payroll. Mona walked into that meeting with a folder full of receipts. Not metaphorical receipts, literal. Printed dummies, leaked text convos, and, wait for it, a voice recording of Rasheeda allegedly bashing Mona's leadership and calling her washed, weak, and out of touch. The room froze. The recording, reportedly captured by a hot mic during an off-camera confessional, wasn't supposed to exist. Rasheeda was venting to another cast member believed to be Erica Mena, saying Mona had lost the streets and was more interested in Instagram likes than building real black empires. The worst part? Rasheeda laughed and said it's time someone ELSE took over the brand. Phew, you could hear a pin drop. But Mona, she didn't even flinch. She stood up and calmly said, I built this from nothing, and I will burn it down before I let anybody snatch my legacy. Cut 2. Leaked footage from that night. Mona leaving the hotel in an SUV, stone-faced, with her assistant handing her what fans are now calling the termination folder. But Mona wasn't done. Just 48 hours later, a secret call was placed to VH1 corporate. According to someone on the inside, Mona made it clear, either Rasheeda and Yandy go, or I do. Why Eep? She gave them the ultimate ultimatum. See, what most fans don't know is Yandy had her own skeleton sand. Mona had receipts there too, lots of them. One of the most damning was a leaked message from Yandy to a producer in NYC that read, Mona, don't move like a boss anymore. She's letting nobodies run the show. I only stay out of loyalty. And the checks, y'all, the checks. That was the moment the decision was made. At the next taping of LHH, ATL, Rasheeda and Yandy showed up like it was any other day. Hair laid, fits on point. But the energy was OF. The crew wouldn't make eye contact. Producers avoided them. Then it hit, they weren't on the call sheet, and just when they tried to confront the situation, boom, Mona walks in. With security, witnesses say what followed was a screaming match so loud it stopped filming on 3 other sets. Rasheeda was reportedly heard shouting, "You ungrateful snake, I built this show with you." To which Mona allegedly replied, "You've built nothing but your boutique, and I own every scene you ever filmed." At this point, Yandy tried to mediate, but that only made things worse. Mona turned to her and said, "Don't play neutral. I saw the texts. You've been plotting." The room went silent. Then, in a moment, caught on a crew member's iPhone and now going viral on TikTok. Yandy threw her drink across the set, smashed a glass candle holder, and stormed off screaming, F*** this fake family. Cut 2, clips surfacing all over Twitter under hashtags like hashtag LHH Civil War, hashtag Mona V's Queens, and hashtag Retire the OGs. Fans immediately took sides. One user tweeted, Yandy and Rasheeda carried LHH for a decade. Mona throwing them out like yesterday's tea. Unforgivable. Hashtag justice for the OGs, another wrote. Nah, if Rasheeda said what Mona played in that audio, I'd drop her too. Loyalty goes both ways. Hashtag Team Mona, the fan base was SPLIT, like full-on reality TV Cold War. And just when you thought it couldn't get any messier, a new anonymous IG account popped up claiming to be a former LHH producer and started dropping daily bombshells. Their bio: simply, I was there, and I saved everything. The first post: a blurry pic of Mona in her office holding a script that says, Season Rewrite, Operation New Blood. Caption: she's not retiring them. She's erasing them. And then we got a voice note, allegedly Mona herself, saying, the future of this franchise isn't about who's been here the longest. It's about who can give me the next viral moment. And Rasheeda hasn't gone viral since 2018. Mic drop. Fans lost it. Instagram live streams, YouTube reaction videos, Twitter threads longer than a CVS receipt. Even Cardi B chimed in with a shady tweet. Loyalty don't pay the bills. Y'all better adapt or step. And Nene leaks. Oh, she went in on IG Live. Chilly. That's why I left reality TV. They'll use you until the ratings dip, then act like you the problem. Rasheeda, call me. But it didn't stop there, because in a final twist, Nitrogen Monoxide 1 saw coming. VH1 dropped an official teaser for the new season, and guess who was nowhere to be found? No Rasheeda. No Yandy. Instead, a new promo line in bold red letters. It's a new era. No apologies. No alliances. Just war. And at the end of the teaser, a voiceover that sounded a lot like Mona, whispering, loyalty is earned, but betrayal is forever fade to black. But hold up. If you thought this was wild, you haven't heard what's next. Because, and yes, there's a plot twist involving Kirk Frost that will leave you breathless. If you thought secret recordings and explosive cast meltdowns were the end of it, you were dead wrong, because this LHH shakeup, it's not just about Mona flexing power. It's about a long-buried betrayal, money moves behind the scenes, and a shocking return from the cast member no one wanted back, except Mona. Let's rewind to the day after Rasheeda and Yandy were iced out of filming. According to a very well-placed source, and we mean high up in post-production, Mona locked down the edit room, brought in a private legal team, and started scrubbing every new episode for what insiders are calling Operation Ghost Queen. What's that? It's a strategic, top-to-bottom erasure of Rasheeda and Yandy's presence from every major storyline this season. Cutting scenes, rewriting confessionals, editing out reaction shots. It's surgical. It's brutal. It's personal. And here's the kicker. This move violates multiple clauses in both of their contracts. That's right, an anonymous legal insider leaked a copy of Rasheeda's original LHH contract, and one line stands out in bold. No party shall be omitted from promotional or narrative content where their performance is central to the storyline. Well, guess what? That clause was violated, and Rasheeda's team is coming for Mona. Her lawyers allegedly sent a cease and desist letter just days ago, demanding full reinstatement or a multi-million-dollar breach of contract payout. But Mona, she's not backing down, because she's already got a backup plan. And it's more shocking than anything fans imagined. Ready? Tammy Rivera is back. Yup, the same Tammy who swore off LHH forever, the same Tammy who left after her explosive fallout with Waka, the same Tammy who called Mona toxic on IG Live. Well, guess what? Tammy just signed a hush-hush deal to rejoin LHH. ATL under one condition. Rasheeda and Yandy are out. How do we know? Because a leaked email from her new contract team to production clearly states, Tammy will not share storylines with any legacy cast members involved in public disputes with the executive producer. Boom. You thought this was about drama. This is about monopoly, power, control, and if that wasn't insane enough, guess who helped broker the deal? Kirk Frost. That's right, Rasheeda's own husband, or maybe ex. More on that in part 3 was spotted at a downtown Atlanta restaurant in a closed-door meeting with Mona's assistant and Tammy's new manager. A grainy photo from a fan went viral on X, formerly Twitter, with the caption, Kirk out here playing both sides like a reality TV Judas. Hashtag LHH snake season. People lost their minds. Then a second bombshell dropped. A voice note leaked to the Shade Room, allegedly featuring Kirk, saying the following, Rasheeda, gone stale. I told her to step aside gracefully. But she wanna fight Mona. That's career suicide. Fans went. Nuclear.com sections were in flames. Kirk, been a traitor. This ain't new. This man cheats on her for 10 years and now sabotages her career. Burn it all down. Hashtag free. RASHEEDA. She needs her own network at this point. And just when you thought the heat couldn't rise any higher, Yandy's NDA broke. A whistleblower inside. VH1's legal department claims that Yandy's original non-disparagement agreement expired just 30 days ago, which means she's free to talk, and oh baby. Talk she did. At 2:17 a.m. on a random Tuesday, Yandy went live on Instagram for 43 minutes. In the clip, she was crying, pacing, holding a glass of wine in one hand and a folder in the other. Her exact words, I was loyal to Mona for over a decade. I lied for her. I've covered up fights. I kept producers out of jail. And this is how she does me, baby. I got documents. She didn't show the contents of the folder, but she waved it like a sword, promising she was not the one and ready to burn bridges if it means telling the truth. The clip immediately racked up 1.8 million views in 12 hours. Trending under hashtag YandyUnleash.car. DIB reposted it with 3 popcorn emojis. Kick Palmer commented, Baby, this tea is scalding. And 50 Cent? Oh, he reposted a meme of Mona in a general's uniform with the caption, General Scott, don't play. But behind the memes and mess, something darker is brewing. Because Mona isn't just defending her empire. According to a fresh insider leak, she's assembling a new cast of ruthless, viral-hungry, fan-polarizing wildcards to replace every OG who dares challenge her. An alleged casting board was leaked and includes an OnlyFans model who dated to past LHH husbands IZ former Housewives star with unfinished business. A viral TikToker who called Rasheeda overrated auntie vibes. This isn't a reboot, it's a reckoning, and it's not over. Not by a long shot, because according to a deep industry source who's worked under Mona since the early Flavor of Love days, she's not just replacing Rasheeda and Yandy, she's coming for anyone who thinks they're bigger than her and trusts theirs. One final chess move Mona's been hiding. A mysterious phone call was made to a cast member banned from filming since 2016, someone who was blacklisted for nearly ending a season with one scene. Their return is the nuclear option, is already in motion, will be revealed in part 3. But first, here's your cliffhanger. A new anonymous TikTok just dropped a voice note allegedly featuring Mona saying, this next season, people won't be crying about who got fired. They'll be crying about who I bring back. Who is she talking about? Could it be Joseline Hernandez? Or is it K. Michelle? Or worse, someone no one saw coming? Let's pick up right where we left off. A bombshell voice note allegedly from Mona Scott herself, teasing that someone banned from filming since 2016 is making a comeback. So explosive. It'll overshadow every firing, every betrayal, And every meltdown we've seen so far. And every meltdown we've seen so far. And now we can confirm. It's Jocelyn freaking Hernandez. Yes, the Puerto Rican princess. The one-woman chaos machine. The OG who once made Stevie J fear for his lace front. She's back. And this time, she's not asking. She's not apologizing. She's coming for her crown. For every single person who doubted her. A source inside the production office leaked a ripped contract page, clearly listing Joseline's return as a season 13 arc catalyst. Code 4, she's bringing hell with her, and baby, she already started filming. Secret footage shows her pulling up to the Atlanta set in a blacked-out Escalade with a driver, glam squad, and a bodyguard. She walked in like a final boss at the end of a video game. But guess who she confronted first? Kirk Frost's scene. The crew rolls camera as Joseline walks into Frost Bistro unannounced. Kirk's face, frozen, his plate, untouched. His voice, shaking. She walks straight up to his table, tosses a folder on his plate, says, "You can't hide behind Mona's skirts forever, Poppy. This game, it ain't yours no more." BOOM, and that folder. According to a crew leak, it contained DMIs and screenshots proving that Kirk was feeding Joseline inside info for MONTHS, while Rasheeda was still fighting for her contract. Let me say that louder. Kirk was the leak. He was the one leaking Yandy's NDA expiration date. He was the one leaking edits from Mona's Operation Ghost Queen. He was the one who helped push Rasheeda out and replaced her with his own mistress, who is rumored to appear as a full-time cast member this season. Rasheeda, blindsided, found out from a fan in a no-deleted IG story. She said, "I never thought the knife would come from my own house. All these years I defended him, and he was setting me up the whole time." Twitter exploded. Kirk Frost is the ops. Hashtag protect Rasheeda. Jocelyn Severiabian. While fans were choosing sides, Mona, she was strategizing. Because just 2 days later, a TikTok dropped of Joseline filming a confession scene where she said, "I didn't come back for fame. I came back to bury some B********************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************** exactly who her first target is. Because in a scene that is already leaked online but is being pulled by VH1 lawyers, left and right, Joseline is seen sitting down for drinks with Tammy Rivera. Yes, the very same Tammy who swore she'd never work with her again. In the clip, Joseline says, "We were enemies before." But the game changed. The real enemy wears Prada and signs checks. Let's take her down together. Tammy clinks her glass. Says, "Long as I get final cut, I'm in." Do you get it? Mona just brought Joseline back to shake things up. But Joseline is secretly uniting the exiled queens against her. It's not Rasheeda versus Mona anymore. It's not Joseline versus Tammy. It's now Mona versus a full-blown alliance of the women she tried to erase. And as if that wasn't N times ENOUGH. An iCloud leak, allegedly from one of Mona's own former assistants, just dropped a voice memo labeled "Final Season Plan." What's in it? Mona's voice, calm and cold. "If these girls want to play hardball, fine. But they forgot who I am. I built this with blood. I'm not scared to start over. Burn it down and rebuild. One queen falls, 10 rise. I don't lose chills." This confirms the latest theory from fans on Reddit and Twitter. Mona isn't just firing Rasheeda and Yandy. She's collapsing the entire legacy cast, yes, Carly Red, on the chopping block. Sierra, filming her final confessionals. Mimi Faust, allegedly blocked from filming at all. This is a full-on scorched earth reboot, and Mona is building something darker, messier, and more cutthroat than we've ever seen. But here's the final twist, and it may be the most insane one yet. Rasheeda and Yandy aren't going quietly in an unprecedented power move. They've reportedly signed a deal with another network to launch a competing reality show tentatively titled Unscripted Royalty. From the ground up, it's being pitched as the truth behind love and hip-hop, with full interviews, raw footage, and every NDA-breaking receipt these women have saved over the years. The queens aren't retiring. They're going rogue. And guess who's funding it? 50 Cent. Yup. He saw the mess, saw the drama, and saw dollar, dollar, dollar. In a cryptic post last night, 50 Cent tweeted, "If Mona wanna play chess, I got the rooks. Let's make some TV, baby." Uncensored. No cut. No, Mona, it's a reality TV civil war. Y'all, fade out with sirens, thunder. And glitchy footage of Mona looking out over the Atlanta skyline, while Rasheeda, Yandy, and Jocelyn all stared directly into the camera. And the final line of the trailer, "You wanted the truth? Well, here's the smoke. If you're still breathing after all this, we need you to like this video right now. Smash that like Mona smashed Rasheeda's contract, because this is the tea the networks don't want you sipping. And I need to know, are you Team Mona, Team Rasheeda, Team Jocelyn and Tammy's revenge? Drop your allegiance in the comments now. We're keeping score. Don't forget, subscribe immediately because part 4 might be coming if this war gets any worse. You missed that notification? You're missing the next big leak. And we both know you can't live like that. Hit the bell. Spread the drama. And stay messy, y'all. This ride ain't over. Hashtag Love and Hip Hop Meltdown. Hashtag Mona V's. The world hashtag RASHEE deserved better. HEE deserved better.